Realizing it's 75% people out here who do not have an inner monologue in their brain. You know, like the dude off You, like Joe. He can think about everything. He talk about people in his mind. He laugh at stuff. He figure out things with his mind. So
I want y'all to check this video out. I feel like this is a great video in terms of a discussion that needs to be had, because the fact is that there is a great amount of people out here who cannot hear themselves think within their head, okay? They do not have an inner monologue, okay? And so I feel like hearing her perspective, though I may not agree with everything that she has to say, I feel like her perspective for the reason of this taking place is a great one. So let's go ahead and jump right into this, y'all. Let's go.
This is what I'm thinking, right? Like I said, the people who are commenting on my stuff are only people, probably one or two people who sit there and are only people who are thinking. They have their own opinions. They think it's wrong for me. They say they have these. They have mustered up. Realizing it's 75% people out here who do not have an inner monologue in their brain. You know, like the dude off You, like Joe. He can think about everything. He talk about people in his mind. He laugh at stuff. He figure out things with his mind. So this really goes back to me saying it's like GTA. It's so many of them that they're not here for. We are the only ones really truly here. The ones with a consciousness. We're thinking. We're here.
I agree with it. I feel like, you know what? Because it always struck me odd how many people would come to my inbox and tell me that, you know, they can't hear themselves think. So, you know, what's understood need not be explained. If you can't hear yourself think, that means that you do not have an inner monologue, inner consciousness. Okay. And in some way, form, or fashion, I would say that would make you kind of a PC. That would make you kind of a PC because, and that would mean that, you know, the ones that are here, we're here for a reason. And I believe truly that reason will be for us to learn. It's a learning experience. So let's go back into what she's saying.
We're sitting here. You can say from heaven, you can say from wherever, but we are thinking. They don't have to because they're programmed to be here. And when we come across each other, same way, this is came across 18 to 20,000 people who have commented that all have a consciousness. Out of billions of people, we are only 25%. But we come across each other because we're the video game players. Like in Fortnite, we come across probably 5 or 6 of them NPCs, the little fake chickens and all of this. But we come across each other way more because we are manifesting each other. We see each other exist. The energy is there. We see each other exist. We think to
facts. It goes back to the video that I showed y'all, man, on my page. When we were doing a video with Rashad Jamal on how this man was in the video. He was in his mirror, you know, moving around, and you could visually see him moving around. But at some point, as he continued to move, the mirror stopped moving. And for me, that was just a moment of us seeing the Matrix glitch. Okay. And not only that, you know, us being able to know that it is other realities and other entities that live amongst us, and we don't even know because we haven't been explained these things, and we think it's just a regular part of life. But I do believe what she's saying.
Together as a collective, they don't add to that picture. They don't have an inner monologue at all. And if I keep telling you, if you see stuff and you can't hear it, you're with us. Because you can understand what I'm telling you. You don't need a voice to tell you. You can see and understand. But if you have no pictures and no thoughts at all in your brain that you can muster up outside of what you're just saying and what you're just doing without thinking about it, you're just here. And the fact that it's 75% is the scariest part. How can you come across a person who have a deep conversation with them? How can, out of 2.3 million people who have seen this and 400,000 people who have liked this, the only people who have commented are the people who are thinking. The only people who are telling their stories or are confused are people like me. Now think about if everybody else were just here. They're just here. And I don't know if you understand what I mean by just here. We're not just here. We're here for a reason. We are creating. If you have no imagination and no ability to think, you have no imagination. If you have no imagination, you have no ability to create. You're not bringing anything new to the table. You're not a creator. You are not existing like on the same timeline as us at all. You're simply here for us to interact with. You know what I mean? It's just, you're just here for us. And they not here for the game.
Facts, you know, man, y'all, I've always, man, said that, like, you know, 90% of our neighbors, man, they're just PCs, bro. They're just going about their day every day, okay? And just doing what it is that they're programmed to do. And this is why even people in your family, bro, you don't understand why it is that they just can't see things from the perspective in which you see them. It's because they're programmed PCs, okay? But what I do believe is that the ones who have consciousness and things like that, it was ultimately not only meant for us to learn something, but to come and wake them as well. It's our jobs to wake them as well. And you know what? We, at first, you know, when you talk about these Agent Smiths and stuff like that, what they're doing is their job is to keep us sucked into the matrix and forgetting our purpose, all right? And so it's being hard for them to do that at this point because the energy is so high. And you have people like her, myself, Rashad Jamal, and many others that come along and, you know, say, hey, something ain't right, something ain't right. This is going on. It's different realms, so on and so forth. But I feel like this was a very interesting perspective, man. And I would love to know what it is that you guys feel about this in the comment section below, man, because I feel like, you know, I'm rocking with her on this. Some of the things I don't agree with because there have been times that I've seen videos and I just didn't comment on them because I didn't want to comment on them. But for the majority of what she said, I'm 100% rocking with her, all right? And with that being said, man, please get over to YouTube and follow me at I Am Awakend. We most definitely finna get ready to cut up over there. We are cutting up over there. If you want to see me live, man, when you get over there, don't forget to hit that subscription bell and also select all. That way you'll be notified every time I go live, right? Also get over to Instagram and turn it up. We're going to cut up over there as well. And I just want to leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation.